Now, I'm not sure how far we would have to go back in U.S. history to find a term of the Supreme Court that has been more favorable to the Constitution than one we are witnessing today. But I'm confident of this. It predates me. Before I bring in former White House lawyer Ken Klukowski, we'll get a live report from Marjorie Jackson, who is at the Supreme Court. Marjorie, welcome to Washington Watch.
Thanks for having me, Tony.
So, Marjorie, you were also at the court this past Friday when that decision was handed down. How does the atmosphere compare now, right there on at the Supreme Court, as it did the last Friday?
Well, Tony, I've spent a lot of time at the court lately, and it was a huge honor to get to be there on Friday when the Dobbs decision broke at 10:10 a.m. I mean, it was a moment I'll never forget. There were pro-lifers surging forward, cheering, shouting, some in tears. Someone turned on music. There was a dance party. There was a bubble machine. It was so celebratory, just a very happy moment where people were celebrating the biggest victory for life in 50 years. I mean, it was a wonderful moment just to be able to witness that. And today's atmosphere is very different. I mean, the pro-abortion protesters did show up on Friday, a little bit after the pro-lifers were celebrating, but today is actually one of the thinnest crowds we've seen in a while at the court. In fact, the pro-abortion crowd that is here chanting is actually complaining about what a small turnout there is. So I know there have been rumors about violence in DC and perhaps heightening tension after the Dobbs decision. And while there is a huge Capitol Police presence here and the fence is still up, thankfully we are looking at a calmer crowd today.
So Marjorie, earlier today, the case of Coach Kennedy, that opinion was handed down. Was there much of a crowd there for that decision?
Well, Tony, believe it or not, while that is a massive win for religious liberty, it seems that people's minds are completely on Dobbs right now, as Friday's decision truly energized the city, whether people were excited for this win for life or like they are behind me right now. I'm not sure if the mic's picking it up, but they're shouting into a megaphone in opposition of the court's ruling. So it seems to be that people are still very fixated on what happened on Friday.
All right, Marjorie Jackson, thanks so much for covering what's happening there at the Supreme Court. Appreciate you joining us today.
Thanks, Tony.